Welcome to the deep dive. We got some really thought-provoking text you sent us about wealth, and we're keen to, well, explore it today.
Yeah, it steps away from the usual ideas,
It
doesn't it?
really does. Forget the typical images, bank accounts, stocks, stuff like that, just for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
This source suggests wealth is something much more fundamental, tied right into the essence of life's flow.
That's the core, isn't it?
Yeah. So our goal today, our mission, is really to understand this alternative view.
Mm.
What's the connection between wealth, money, and this natural flow, according to this reading?
Well, what's really interesting right off the bat is how it describes life itself.
How so?
It's not static. It's presented as this constant movement, a flow, an expansion, like it's actually breathing.
Right, like a living thing. That dynamic feel seems pretty central.
It is, and that's the foundation for how it then talks about wealth and money.
Okay, so it paints this picture, this constant motion. And then it gets really interesting talking about money. Instead of just, coins or paper or numbers on a screen,
Uh-huh.
it calls money an expression of infinite intelligence and a tool for cosmic circulation. Yeah. Basically designed for growth, for movement.
Yeah, think about it like if life itself is always expanding, always flowing,
Okay.
then money, in this perspective, isn't something you're meant to just hold on to tight or restrict.
Right, it's meant to move.
Exactly. It's meant to circulate, to help that expansion happen. Kind of like blood flowing in a healthy body, maybe.
That's a great analogy. And it makes these other really compelling comparisons, too. It talks about natural rhythms everywhere.
Like heartbeats.
Yeah, heartbeats, the tides, the seasons. It points to this underlying power, this inherent pulse in everything.
Which really emphasizes how interconnected things are. A healthy environment has that flow of energy, resources.
Hmm.
And this text is sort of suggesting a healthy personal economy, or even a bigger one, needs that same unblocked movement of money.
And it's not just external stuff, right? It connects inwards.
Precisely. Which leads to this really powerful statement it makes.
And comes that.
When your mind is aligned with the mind of God, money easily circulates throughout your life.
Okay, now, aligned with the mind of God. That sounds potentially heavy.
Mm,
But reading it, it feels less about specific religious doctrine
right.
and more about being in harmony, maybe, with that natural flow, that intelligence the text keeps mentioning.
I think so. It sort of prompts you to think, well, what does that alignment feel like?
Yeah.
The implication seems to be it's a state of allowing, not fighting against that natural current, but being open to it moving in your own life.
Okay. Allowing the flow. And from that idea, being aligned, comes this really empowering call to action. Except that you are the power of God circulating in the world. That's a big shift in how you see yourself.
It really is. Instead of feeling like you're always trying to get something from outside.
Mm-hmm. Scarcity mindset, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. This reframes it. You're recognizing yourself as like an active channel, part of this whole circulating energy already.
Participating in it, not chasing it.
Precisely. Participation, abundance, rather than seeking and lack. You're part of the flow.
And the result, if you embrace this idea, the text is pretty bold about it.
What does that say?
It says, and watch your life explode.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty dramatic language.
Yeah.
Suggesting that if you accept this power within and align with this natural circulation, big positive changes are going to happen.
So wrapping that up then, the key takeaway for listeners, from this perspective anyway,
Yeah.
is that wealth isn't just about piling things up. It's deeply intrinsically linked to the dynamic, expansive flow of life itself.
And that state of mind, that harmony.
Exactly. That allows the natural flow, including money, to happen easily.
Which brings us nicely to a final thought, something for you listening to maybe mull over.
Go for it.
How might really understanding money, not as some static thing you grasp, but as this form of circulating intelligence, how might that shift your perspective on wealth and maybe your own potential for, well, expansion within this amazing flow of life?
Something to think about. That's this deep dive for you.